Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about something that I really believe in, but I get a lot of disagreements from when I talk to other people um, in the natural parenting space, whether cloth diapering or baby wearing. I wanted to talk about why I think cloth diaper retailers are closing. It's a difficult conversation to have. We want to keep all the retailers there. And not all retailers are closing. That's a lot of diapers. But it's easy to blame Amazon, China, cheapies, inexpensive diapers, whatever. But I don't really think that's the full picture. So I want to talk about why cloth diaper shops are closing. So I think there's a myriad of factors. I don't think there's one specific reason that cloth diaper shops are closing. I think 2018 and 2019 brought the closure of a lot of major cloth diaper online retailers. And we're going to primarily talk about in-person retailers. I know the ones near me have also pretty much closed down except for one. And there were three. So now there's one. So first of all, I think people become less interested in cloth diapering when they're no longer using cloth diapers. So I think some of it's the natural life cycle of businesses. So over 90% of businesses fail or close eventually, within a short period of time. I think 2 years is the statistic. So a lot of these businesses statistically wouldn't have existed anyway. They would close. I think that the moms start, they get into cloth diapers. They open a store. When they're done cloth diapering, it's not as exciting to them anymore, and they may not have the perseverance to continue through. So I think that's true. I think the availability of lower cost goods in the internet surely has closed some cloth diaper retailers. But I want to tell you a different reason that I suspect that especially local cloth diaper retailers don't exist. For the online ones, I will say that I think price competitiveness is hurting them. Even in the Kelly's Closet going out of business sale, some of their going out of business merchandise is more expensive even with the discount than you can buy it on other websites. So that's not helping them. I mean, I want to help them. They're going out of business. I'm not going to spend more for a product, the same product. Doesn't make sense. That being said, I think that a lot of cloth diaper retailers are not run as businesses. They're not. I think that they're moms wanting to wonderfully give opportunities to the community to get together, to host classes, to make some money. They don't treat it like a business. They don't. There's one, I'm just going to tell you one. Now, I've been to a lot. It's like a pastime. I go to, we pass through cities as we drive up the East Coast. We have been to a lot of cloth diaper stores. Almost all of them are like this. There's one exception, is the Nesting House in Philadelphia. Very nice. I spent a lot of money there because it's just so organized, and we're going to talk about that. So I'm going to give you a visualization. So I'm a shopper. I have this toddler. I've driven half an hour, 45 minutes to your store. I tried calling beforehand, but it went to a Google voicemail that was unclear that it was yours. You didn't answer the phone. I called several times. Some of the reviews on the website say, and this is not just this one, it's tons of them, that they weren't open during the hours they said they were open. I drove over here and they were not open. So, first of all, cloth diaper retailers or any store needs to be open when they said they're open. First of all, if I did that, I would never come back to your store. So that's why I called this particular retailer, because they've had this feedback. And again, a lot of if you look at the reviews, this happens a lot with cloth diaper retailers. So they will put, they're not there. So I drive over there. They happen to be open, but they're having a class. It doesn't look like a store. No one greets me. There aren't prices on items. I can't look in sections. I really like the flip disposable inserts when we take long car drives. We'll drive about 2,200 miles in December every year. So we like to use the flip disposable, not that you can get them right now, inserts, because we have dogs and we don't want them eating, the diapers in the car. So I go there and I said, I know that you have them on sale. I finally find someone. I know that you have them on sale on the website. How many do you have in the store? She had no idea. She didn't know where they were. They were everywhere. Some over here, some hanging over here. I'm trying to be polite and I'm walking around. A lot of the cloth diapers are in a closet. I couldn't even buy them if I wanted to. The cloth diapers they have don't have prices. They're not merchandised. Some of the participants in like the music class had their stuff on the shelves. I could have bought someone else's tumbler, basically unpriced, there with their coffee in it. It's just not retailer. They don't set up like a retailer. So I go there and I ask questions, and they happen to sell Kakati baby carriers. So I said, I've seen them online, but I've heard they fit for like more petite frames. She had no idea what I was talking about. She's like, no, they'll fit. And I was like, no, I don't think they'll fit someone that's my size. Like I've heard you have to be very petite. And she's like, no, I don't think that's true. Of course I try it on, it doesn't fit, right? And I could have saved myself that because she wasn't educated about it either. She's not a salesperson. She's just like, oh yeah, that's what it is. And then they wonder, I think it's frustrating because they wonder, sorry, that's my ring. They wonder why no one shops at their stores. They say, oh, well, it must be this, it must be this. No, it's because your store isn't set up like a store. It's disorganized. It's not merchandised. All your merchandise is not out there. And so my suspicion is a lot of these retailers, no, I'm going to remove some, like the big online retailers. This is not a conversation for them. But I think that for a lot of them, they're just not set up like businesses. I mean, they're not stocked with merchandise. They're not organized. They're not properly priced. Either their prices are outrageous. You could buy something for $15. I'm not spending $40 for the pleasure of buying it from your store. Maybe a slight markup because it's convenient. I'm getting the convenience of it. But not $15, $20 more than the $15 product. That doesn't make any sense. The other thing is, and I think this is where we have to be really careful, we talk about free shipping, and we talked about how sometimes there's a lot of conversation about how free shipping and rewards programs and things kill online stores. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If the only way that I can shop at your store is online, and you charge me $40 for shipping, this is true price for pre-fold shipping that I have got. That's ridiculous, because I can get it on Amazon for $10. Yes, we expect free shipping. It is only a convenience if that is not the only way I can buy it. You cannot go to a store, some of these online stores, you can't go to a store and pick them up. So if I can go to a store, or I can have you ship it to me for $8, maybe I'll ship it to me for $8 because you're giving me a convenience of having it shipped. If the only way I can buy your product is to buy it online, I don't think you should pay for shipping, and it should be factored into the price. How do I mean? Like, oh, are you going to jack up every price to $10? You mentioned that you shouldn't jack it up. No. However, having minimum shipping requirements, where you have to spend a certain amount of money to get free shipping, I think that's okay. Again, that's an option. I can choose to buy more products with you and have a more serious seller-buyer relationship with your company, but you have to give that as an option. If the only way I can buy your products is online, then it's not an optional charge then, right? It's if I have to pay for shipping. Do I think rewards points are necessary? No, I think most of those programs are scams anyway. I don't think they ever pay out. I think the terms change. I think you have to spend way too much to get reward. I don't care about that. But the shipping thing I do think is pretty valid. Anyway, so there's some ideas for why some of the cloth diaper stores are closing. I'm sure that there are other reasons as well. But I think primarily, as we said, they price their goods high. They have bad merchandising, store SEO. It's hard to buy their products, unknowledgeable staff. And I think that the life cycle of their interest in it wanes. Anyway, those are my sense.